Welcome back to the show. We're here again on another Thursday morning. I'm glad you spend your mornings with me, all 5 million of you. Very happy you're here. So we have an awesome, amazing show today, and we've got a heads up for you today, some place that you need to be today. So be sure to listen, because I've got a place for you to go if you're hungry, because my guest today is going to have her place there, and you need to be there, because I'm telling you, we'll get to that. You're going to see. So, welcome, Joe, the Mortgage Digital Guy, here on the show that is sponsored by the Alachua Chamber of Commerce, as well as the Alachua Optimist Club. And since we're talking about the Optimist Club, let's dive right into it. If you want happiness, you need to join us. Check it out. Let's see if I got this right. Boom. How about that? I'm getting used to this. Almost. Turning it. There we go. Right there. Happiness is inside the Optimist Club. Right there in the Alachua Optimist Club, we are growing. There's a lot going on, and it's surrounding yourself with positive-minded people doing good things for the community. We are growing rapidly, so get involved. We always looking at spreading a positive mindset out there. There's another one of our quotes that's going out there. Your time is precious. Make sure you're focused on the right things. Don't waste it on things that are negative, basically what we're saying there. So I want to roll right into our guest, because our guest today, I absolutely love the food she creates. I'm telling you, and I brag about it to Crystal whenever my wife tells me we're going to go to the food truck. This is the place you got to be. So without any further ado, I want to introduce right away my guest, Tara LaFleur, owner of Dos Mamas Catering, and who owns the Chameleon Food Truck, which is the coolest thing, I think, in the world. That is the coolest concept ever.
It's nice. It's hard to create menus because it's changing every day.
Every day it changes. So first off, I want to get the announcement right out of the gate. You're going to be where today?
Progress Park.
Progress Park.
Yep, in Alachua.
In Alachua today. What time are you going to be there?
We start 11 o'clock.
So it's 10 right now, guys. So she's going to be hustling out of here to be there.
Crew.
So you want to be there in Progress Park today. Look for the Chameleon Food Truck, because you will not be disappointed on the food, because every time we go there, when we're able to find where you're going to be and we're able to get that food, it's amazing.
Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate Alachua is definitely a great place to be for the truck. They love it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we try to get there. We try to time it. We try to figure out when you're going to be there so we can time it before the crowd, because we want to make sure we beat everybody to the truck.
Yeah, they've gotten better with their timing on the truck. So they've gotten better at getting things out.
Yeah.
Knowing what people want out there and creating menus just for them, it works out good.
That's and that's got to be a challenge to just try to figure out, because it literally changes every day.
Well, it depends on what area of town we're in too. You know, because we're on the northeast side of town, they want something totally different. Those boys in the industrial park, they want, you know, the chicken and dumplings. They want meatloaf. They want burgers. You know, Progress Park, Alachua, that avocado grilled cheese sandwich, that sells out. Yep, there you go. See? Yep.
Here's some food. Yep. Yeah, look at that, guys. I'm serious. I mean, this is food.
That's
like
our Fiesta Nachos.
Fiesta Nachos. So I'm ready for lunch right now.
Yep.
I'm ready to eat. I mean, the food. Listen, there. You know, I wanted to see if he's going to throw some more.
That's not the nachos. Sorry.
What's that one? Can you see it?
It looks like a Smoky Mountain chicken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks.
And those are the nachos?
No, that's a Smoky Mountain chicken.
Oh, that's okay. Gotcha.
But it's got the sour cream and all that on it too.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, and it's so good, guys. So what? So you still do, and you do the catering still?
We do the catering. We created the food truck because when COVID hit, all my caterings kind of dissolved. 90% of my business was UF.
Wow.
And UF pretty much is shut down. And so trying to get things going again, I had to do something. So I bought the food truck and remodeled it and did everything to make it the chameleon.
It is. There it is. There it is, guys. That's what you're looking for right there.
Yep.
I like the way you guys designed that too.
Yeah, it was good. But the guy who did the wrapping, he did a great job. I gave him my logo, and he created the whole thing around it.
Wow.
Yep, he did an awesome job.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's we see it every now and then. Run there she goes. so you're. I mean, it's just classic of what entrepreneurship is all about. You got to shift gears sometimes.
Yep, you do.
You know, and things hit you in the face like that. You know,
it's for you to keep things going.
Has catering picked up at all? Or
it has. It really has. We've focused on doing a lot of weddings now because of corporate things aren't really out there.
Yeah.
And so we're doing wedding tastings. We kind of remodeled because we had an event center also in my building, and we can't rent it out. So we remodeled it to make a tasting room.
Okay.
And then we also have another company in there helping them out too, because everyone in the industry has hurt. So we had her come in and set up linens and tables and china. So when we have the brides come in to do the tasting, then they can see what she has to offer, try to help them grow their business back to where it needs to be.
That's a good idea, actually, to have almost like a showroom.
Exactly. It's a mini showroom.
That's actually a brilliant idea because I know when Crystal and I were getting married, I mean, there's a lot that you're just kind of looking at.
Yep.
But you don't get to actually see it.
You get to see it. Yep.
Yeah. But and so can they taste food and everything?
Yeah,
there?
we do our tastings there.
Oh,
we set up individual meetings, and you can bring 4 people, and they can pick their menu.
That's a brilliant idea. I don't think anybody else is doing something like that that I know of. That's
not in one location, not in one.
So that's very unique.
Yep.
I like that idea. That's actually a really good use for that building. And then people can come, they can test, they can see what it's all about. And then your friend who has the other business there, so they're getting the other part. So that's all. That's just actually.
So when you say you want linens, you want place settings, here, talk to this person.
Wow. So that's actually, I think that's a really good idea.
And it makes it easy for the bride and groom.
Yeah,
definitely.
because there's a lot Crystal did everything. Yeah. I was just kind of along for the ride. What do you think?
That's how most men are.
Yeah. She's like, what do you think? I'm like, looks good.
Yeah, that's how most men are. So you played your role properly.
Yes, yeah. I did what I was supposed to do. I showed up.
Yep.
Did my thing.
And I was there too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, that's, I was just thinking about that. I'm just thinking that's just a brilliant idea.
Well, we had to utilize the building. You know, got this whole space here.
Yeah, I know the building now. When we were talking about that, it's the old Lions Club.
Correct.
And so that's a nice building to use. And so you've got a lot of space. So you got, so I can see why you wanted to make it an event center. Right. Because it's perfect for that. Yeah. But it's even better now. You can just sit there and it's a nice place people come in and really experience that. So that's that's a really smart idea.
Yeah, another way we had to
shift gears. Everybody's shifting gears. Yeah, it last year, and even it's still going into now. It's still it's still a little crazy. What, just out of curiosity, what got you into the food business? What was your road into that world?
Well, I've been doing it off and on for years. Remember the connection in Alachua?
Oh, yeah.
I worked there. Yep. I was there with Dewan years ago. So then left there and did other things. You know, my background is accounting.
Yeah. So I always like to find out kind of like your how you got started, how you got into where you're going. You know, so it's always a neat story. Yep. Are you from the area?
Yeah, High Springs.
High Springs. Okay, so you're like me, from the area.
Yep, exactly.
So you grew up here, and this. you were in accounting. You were heading into accounting. Didn't want to do that, or you were in
I
accounting?
did it for years.
You did
yeah,
for
I
years.
did it for years. I just got bored sitting behind a computer.
Yeah,
It
I would be
just-
horrible.
Yeah,
at
it was
accounting.
crazy. So I did sales for a little bit and
Gotcha.
things like that. So all the stuff that it takes to own a business, you know, I've done.
You've done all the processes, and then
Right.
just now you know how to do it all.
Right.
So you don't have to hire an accountant.
No. Well, for taxes, yes, because I don't do those.
You don't mess with that.
Yeah, don't mess with
I
that.
don't blame you with
Yeah.
that. That's
So,
too much work.
But yeah, and just and then getting to know everybody in the fields and in the industry, and I worked for another restaurant and opened up his catering department for him,
Gotcha.
and decided that, you know, as anyone, you want to make money for yourself, not for somebody else,
Yeah.
and left almost 9 years ago.
Wow.
And open
9
up.
years.
Yeah.
9 years. See, that is, people don't realize, I mean, it's owning your own business. It's tough because the paycheck is you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's not, you just show up to work and then you still get paid. I mean,
Right.
you've got
Oh,
to
yeah.
generate revenue. And you did it kind of like my grandfather. I remember him telling me, don't ever start a business unless you've at least been in it for 5 years, and then go into the industry. Don't try to start it cold.
yeah,
And so,
you
know,
can't.
because you learning it along the way and doing and just knowing, and now you with all the pieces and putting it together, and you've got a good brain on how to shift gears and be
Right.
able to. You've got that entrepreneurial.
Yeah,
Just
you
just
have-
listening to how you adjusted to COVID and how that has really, because I've seen. I have another friend of mine that is up north, and she had to close her business
Yeah.
up completely.
You've
And
gotta
just-
figure it out
She could
quickly.
not. You know, she just could not hang on. And I felt bad because she was in that beginning stage. You know, she was in 2 years in, had a lot of money invested, but just wasn't there yet.
Right.
Couldn't hold on.
I couldn't,
And
yeah.
just so she's working, and she's still working now in a corporate job that she was able to land. So at least she was
That's-
able to
yeah.
survive. So she's doing that. She's not happy, but she's doing
Yeah,
it. You know?
hey,
I
it's
saw
gonna-
her just wait.
It's going to be there again.
Yep,
she's
that's what I
going
told
to have
her.
the opportunity again.
The end is not. It's not. Things happen. You shift gears. You make it happen.
Yep.
Just like you did. I mean, I still think it's just brilliant how you use that. How that you used the facility. The food truck. Now, how did that idea come about? Just thinking of changing.
Well, I've always wanted to do the food truck.
Yeah.
Just something as a retirement thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do, you know, the catering the rest of my life, you know, hot boxes and carrying things
Yeah.
and getting up at 3 a.m, you know. So I wanted something to kind of shift to eventually.
Yeah.
And the food truck was it. But when COVID hit, it came a little quicker than anticipated.
Yes. Yeah. That kind of opened
Yeah.
that door fast.
Yep, exactly. So, and I found it by luck.
And so you were thinking. Did you always think of doing the different menus for areas? Or?
Well, my husband and I had talked about if we ever opened another restaurant again, I would call it the Chameleon.
Oh, okay.
But I'm never going to have a restaurant again. The one on wheels is enough. Just because of that, because people don't want to eat the same food.
Yes.
They get tired of the same menu. And so if we can have, like, on any given day, we have 6 to 7 entrees.
Yep.
And it changes. We have vegetarian, we have vegan, we have meat eaters. And so it kind of changes.
Yeah.
And try to make sure that everybody's happy.
Got.
And so that's why I wanted the Chameleon changes colors, the food truck changes menus.
I know. I love the when I first learned about the concept, I thought it was the coolest thing because you'll see a taco truck or you'll see this type
exactly.
truck or that kind of truck, and so it's always the same. So now you see the Chameleon, and you post your menus out online,
Yep.
right?
We're on all different avenues.
Yep.
G&V, we're on Gainesville Restaurant Word of Mouth, my page, the Chameleon's page, the food truck hub.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get it out there.
So it's like I'm going to be over in Progress Park today. Here's the menu,
Right.
And that's where people can go and find out what the Chameleon is changing into today.
Exactly. Like yesterday we had brunch out in Jonesville.
Yeah.
Or no, Newberry, at
Newberry.
Joel's Coffee House.
Ah.
So they have the coffee, they have the mimosas, they have all that, but they don't have the food.
Ah,
So we were out
there you
there
are.
and we did brisket hash. We did, the breakfast bowl with sausage and biscuits and gravy and all
Wow.
that on it.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
again, you guys need to go because the food is awesome. It's just, I mean, because the way to someone's heart is through food.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm telling you, and Crystal's such an amazing cook because she'll cook, and I'm just like, man, you were just reminding me
Yep. Why I married
why
you.
we're here.
Why
I'm
I
sticking
married you.
around. So because it's amazing. I mean, but and in summer, by the way, loved what you cooked. I can't remember what
I
it
don't know.
was, but it was something. She tore it up, and it was over at Progress Park when you were over there,
trying
and
to think what it was.
I couldn't make it that day, and I was disappointed. And I was supposed to have leftovers,
Oh, that didn't happen.
but Summer ate it all. So I was like, "Where's my food?" And she's like, "Well, Summer."
Summer liked it.
And she was like,
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I
don't
know.
remember either. Well, it's a chameleon. It's changed all the
yeah.
time, so it's constantly changed. I don't know how you keep up with it, honestly.
Actually, I do have like each place I have its own folder. So I have the
Okay.
menus
So
in
you
those
know
folders
kind of
in the
that
computer.
area, how that works.
Yeah, so I know I could go back and say, well, when's the last time I served this? Kind of thing. So I don't,
You've got to have hundreds of recipes.
they're all in my head. Nothing's written down.
Really? So you can just wing it. So you're the head chef.
Yes.
So you're the one. Wow.
Yeah. And then we've got Chris is involved. Chris Schindel came and worked for me end of last year. So we've been dancing around each other for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
And he finally took the dive and came aboard.
So he's at the shop right now prepping stuff.
Yeah, he's at the shop right now.
Yeah.
They just got finished with the food truck, so they're getting things cleaned up. Him and Alexis, my daughter, works for me also.
Nice.
So she's there helping get things done.
Get things ready to go.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, because I could just imagine that you got to set the food truck up. You've got to pack it all up differently each time because you have different foods, different ways of preparing it. But do you prepare it at your facility, load the truck and go, or are you bringing just what you need to make it at the place that you go?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, depending on the food.
The home cooked meals I cook at the kitchen.
Okay.
And then I take and put on the food truck. We have the chafing dishes set up to keep
Yeah.
everything hot.
Yeah.
Like we would do it in any catering. And then we serve it from there. The burgers, like today we had country fried steak.
Yeah.
We have a little fryer on there. I don't do a lot of fried food, but we do. We have a small one.
I'm all for country fried steak.
Country fried steak, mashed potatoes, green beans. That was today.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Your green beans are good.
Yeah, and then tomorrow we're doing it tomorrow too for the other side of town because I can't have Peaceful Pass have it and Northeast Gainesville can't.
It's got to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green beans and because the kids like green beans, but they sometimes the way I make it they won't like it, but
Right.
the way you make it
They
like
like it.
they like it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's if you want your kids to eat vegetables,
Yeah.
make sure you have hers because the kids will like them because they're flavored very well.
Oh yeah.
And so that's neat. So you've got all this in your head. So man,
So and then,
I don't know how you do that. I mean, and so you've always had an interest in cooking?
No, not really.
No, just decided that you were good at
We're
it.
gonna do it, and
And
when you open up your own restaurant and you've got to figure it out. So that's what we did.
and you just made it happen. Wow.
Yep, just figure it out.
That's pretty neat. So, well, at least you had some industry experience, so
right.
you kind of knew what you were doing. But still, just amazing to me that you can come up with this in your head because I'd have to have it all written down. I wouldn't be that good. Plus,
It may not taste the same every time, but
well, that's kind of cool. That's okay. So I can do it on the grill. That's about as far as I'm good on the grill. But that's steaks and stuff. That's my thing.
Yeah,
but
Paul
that's as far
doesn't
as
touch
I
the
go.
grill at the house, so that's my domain still.
That's your still doing.
Yeah.
Crystal lets me do it. I think she'd probably do it better than I would, but she
let you
just
feel
lets
like you're
me feel
wanted
like
and
I'm
needed.
I'm
Yeah.
contributing stuff. So I like to sit out there and make a charcoal grill and just sit and just relax. I want to actually do a smoke.
I just bought a smoker yesterday.
Did you?
A huge smoker, a pull behind.
Oh wow!
And it's got rotisserie in it, so it can just rotisserie
Oh,
chicken
you got
or
the
ribs.
serious deal.
Yeah,
man.
so we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, a buddy of mine was getting rid of it, and he offered
You got to
it
get
to
it.
me.
Yeah, you got to get it.
Yep.
I mean, I want to do it, of course, on a very small scale with my charcoal, but using wood.
Yeah.
And doing it on like a 14-hour.
Yeah.
I want to get up early, prep everything, get up early, sit out there all day. And Crystal's kind of like, well, you just want to sit out there. I just want to sit out there all day with it and just watch it and work it, because you got to work the fire.
Yeah.
And so I just want to do that. And the kids will be running around riding the go-kart and
don't want anything. So we have a little one now, and when Chris came on board, I pulled it out, never touched it before.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You have that?" I'm like, "Yes." And so he's been doing it. That's his thing. I cannot. No, I don't have patience for that.
See, I haven't done it yet, but
Okay.
I just have this interest in wanting to do it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I get an interest in something. I just want to find out about it and learn how to do it. I mean, I remember one time Chris and I woke up, and she woke up one time, and I was on the computer. She says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just learning how to build a wooden canoe." And she's like, "Why?"
You go
I
buy
said,
one
I
of
just
those.
want to know. She's like, "You just have useless knowledge, completely useleless. Like, why would you care?"
Hey,
This
get
is-
stranded. You'll
I said, I
build one.
want to build a wooden canoe one day, maybe. You never know. This might have. I have all kinds of time to do that.
When the kids are growing, and
Exactly. So, I mean, the whole concept though, like I said, it's just been fascinating, and watching your business grow. I've seen it grow and evolve now, especially. Right. It's just been such a neat thing. That's why I really wanted you to get you on the show, because I felt people needed to just know more about this chameleon truck they see floating around town.
Yeah, and people look.
Yeah.
Someone told me it's girly. I'm like, well, a girl owns it.
A girl owns it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Summer loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves it. Mason's mad because he can't.
Well, he got on it.
Did he get? Yeah, that's right. He did get in it.
I let him come get on it.
Yes, because he got out early that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was able to do that. So he was super happy because he was mad. He was upset because Summer got to go. Cause she kept going, got to go eat there.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to go in. I want to go in. So
so I let him come in.
Yeah. So he was happy. That's right. I remember that because he was happy about that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I haven't been able. I can't wait to be able to make it there again, because I've been too busy to get to there where you're at, but we'll be there
when
today.
You're finished here, run by.
We'll run over there. Yeah. Elio keeps me on track because he makes sure.
Okay.
He'll. There he goes.
Yeah,
he's got things going. He sets it up, makes it happen.
Well, we named our Fiesta Nachos after him.
Oh.
So
they're named after.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to have those.
Yeah.
Named as that.
Yep.
I like it when he rolls the music. I start dancing. We got a dance floor back here, so I can dance. It looks like we have more space than we really do, but it looks good. So, future-wise, do you think you'll be expanding, or you think you're open to building back up into if COVID gets fixed? You think you would stay with what you have, or you think you're gonna?
I think we'll probably stay, because we started taking on like the football team, feeding UF football and baseball.
Wow,
and so
that's heavy appetites.
You're right, and so it also needs extra, paper goods and storage, and so I think that right now we're just going to leave things the way they are.
Yeah,
and that way, because I have enough ample space to do everything I need to do without being packed in.
Yeah.
And it really, to be honest with you, the event center, the location of the building, it's an industrial park.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to come out there and, have a wedding out there.
That's true.
So
that's true.
I'd rather just, stick with what we've got going on and, carry the stuff to them.
Yeah. Actually, in my personal opinion, I think that the concept of coming in and having the preview is just just a brilliant way to go. And
we can do better sales that way.
It is. I mean, because because our wedding expo is still going on.
Yeah, they had one in December, I believe.
Okay, so it's still a live wedding expo. Okay.
Yeah, there's one in town twice a year.
Okay.
So
I know they do that one.
Yeah, the other one didn't make it yet because they usually have theirs in the O'Connell Center.
Oh, okay.
And so because of COVID, they didn't want anyone in the building.
Got it.
So that one has been the last two have been postponed.
Gotcha. Because I know a lot of events have been going virtual, and it's kind of hard to do virtual especially for food, if you're going to taste it and test it. And I just, so anybody getting married, you need to reach out to you, because
we took the chameleon up to the wedding expo too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we got to put it up there and the people can see it, because that's a great idea for cocktail hour.
Oh yeah, actually,
if you want to have a cocktail hour outside, have the truck there, and then move everybody inside to the venue.
Yeah, that's a real good idea
for food.
Yeah,
because it's something different.
You got that set up, so you've got it all covered.
Yep, we try.
There's big money in the wedding industry.
Oh yeah.
We do wedding mortgages, so it's where people get married and they can get together, and there's unique ways we can do a mortgage for them. So it's a very interesting strategy. Yeah, there's ways that when you do the wedding dance and people giving you money and that kind of stuff, there's a way that you can actually capture that money and use that for down payment without having to go through sourcing. So because if you put large deposits in your account, typically we have to source where that money came from. So if you got a bunch of cash from somewhere, it's hard to source where it came from. So if you can't source it, then usually we can't use it. But in the wedding mortgage, we can.
Interesting.
So I do a lot of those things for folks that are getting married. We'll set them up and set up the account and get them set up the right way, and they plan. So usually we talk to the newlyweds beforehand, and then they go through the whole wedding process and everything. Then after the fact, they come back and we've got them all ready to go. So they did the pre-planning, and now you can go right into the process of buying the house together. So
there you go.
So they go, taste all the food, get everything ready, make everything happy. I'm sitting in the background waiting for them to get married. And then when they're married, then I get to step back in, and then we get it done. So that's kind of how it works on my side.
Yeah.
So it's all about planning. You know, it's all about planning. And that's the thing with weddings in general, and with your business. I mean, the planning you've got to go through.
Oh yeah, we've got a wedding this weekend. Yep.
It would be tough I think weddings would be tough because there's so much pressure to have it just right all the time.
Well, that's why you have a good wedding planner.
Yes.
That's why you have a good mortgage broker, you know.
And good food. And good food that wows people. So, I mean, it's really interesting to me too, is so you're not like a classically trained chef or anything.
Nope.
But the food you create is phenomenal. I mean, it's like high level. This stuff's good.
Well, the thing is if I'm not going to eat it, I'm not serving it to you. So that's the thing.
Always a good chef can taste the food. They taste the food.
I may not like everything. Yeah. You know, I'm not a tempeh girl. I'm not, you know, but the flavors have to be there.
Yeah, tempeh's
Yeah.
I tried to go vegan for a little while to see if I could try to. I made it for a little while, but it's hard. I couldn't get steaks, man.
Yeah.
That's just hard. The smoker.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
The grill calls to you. You're just like, I could grill for everyone else.
Portobello.
Yeah, still not. I had to have the red meat.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but I did the tempeh thing. That's when I learned about that, and it's okay. It's an acquired taste for sure. It's a texture
thing.
It's definitely an acquired taste. Yeah. There was a couple of them that I had that had enough flavoring to it that was okay, but I'm happy where I'm back. I'm happy to be back in the meat. Yeah, I did challenge the kids last night to tell me to yell at me whenever I have soda or sweet tea, because I'm trying to back off those. So they love the challenge, because I also told them that the other challenge was I couldn't have the phone at the table. The phone's near the table or anything like that. So they've busted me twice, and so I've made sure that that's gone away, and so they're perfect for me to slowly modify my diet to eat better. You know, because Crystal's been wanting me to stop soda forever. And so
see, I gotta have my Diet Coke. That's the only way I survive.
It's hard. It is hard. I like Cherry Coke or Dr. Pepper or Moxie, which Moxie's impossible to find. But if you, but those are the ones I like. But
every morning, my husband brings me a Diet Coke to the kitchen.
Yeah,
every morning.
I used to start with a Coke every day back in the day. That was just how I started, with a Coke every day.
Yep. But
I'm doing better. And I'm trying to avoid the future kidney stones.
Oh yeah, that's what tea
They're
too.
probably coming. So, but my mind just went blank. I was going to ask you another question, and I can't remember what it was. But I hate the quiet times. See, these are the awkward silence times when your mind goes completely blank. And I had a perfect.
There we go.
We should have a zoom in when I do that, like this, zoom right in. So, but you're now on the food truck. If you do you only do one location a day, or do you do multiple locations a day? So it's just one a day. So your goal is to get there right before lunch, right?
Right. We get there, but about 10:15.
Okay. And how long are you typically there?
From 11 to like 1:30.
1:30. Okay. Yeah. So good lunch time frame.
For lunch. Yeah.
Gotcha.
This weekend, we got there about quarter after 8, got set up and stayed till about 12:30.
12:30.
Yeah, because it's a brunch they were trying to do.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And then how, just out of curiosity, so how early do you got to start your day to get that food truck there by 11:30?
Oh, it depends on.
So let's say it's it's like an average day, like a Progress Park.
Progress Park, get up at 4, be there by 4:30.
4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we do breakfast, it's like I get up at 3:30.
Oh my gosh!
Because we do breakfast, and breakfasts aren't really the greatest during the week. I think on weekends, I always try to do a breakfast truck on the weekend.
Yeah, people are actually on weekends. People like those brunch times.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. They really enjoy that.
Yeah.
There's my music. See, he keeps me on track. That's our roll music. So,
okay.
All right. So we're gonna roll it out then. So. Thanks for coming on today.
No, thank you.
I wanted everybody to know about this food, because the food is absolutely phenomenal.
Well, thank you.
It really is. It's so good. I can't wait to get to it later today, and I'll see all you guys there.
Yes.
Because you need to eat there, because the food is awesome. The Chameleon. So I appreciate you coming in.
No, thank you. I appreciate it too.
And today, Progress Park at 11:30.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
We started early.
11 o'clock. Do you know the location in Progress Park?
Innovation Drive.
Innovation
Not sure
Drive.
exactly.
So Innovation Drive, you'll see the Chameleon truck.
Yeah.
You saw a picture of it. And so you can get in there and check it out. So thanks again for coming on.
Nope.
And have an awesome day, guys. Till next week. I think I'm going to have Dayna Miller on next week.
Awesome.
Yep.